Deputy Zancanelli.
I knew I couldn't trust you once I found out about Whip and Shrink.
I don't have time for wild goose chases. I am dealing with matters of national security here.
No, you're dealing with matters of covering your ass.
They took evidence away from the crime scene?
Exactly.
So we checked their nest.
Wild Goose Chase, without knowing what we're looking for.
We could talk to Tucci again. He knows.
He also had a wonderful sense of humor. And once for an interdisciplinary class, I was screening the opening segment of Ingmar Bergman's The Seventh Seal, as the medieval knight Antonius Block returns from the wild goose chase of the Crusades and arrives on the rocky shore of Sweden, only to find the specter of death.
They're on a wild goose chase. No way they'll find a match to Trinity's DNA. He's too well hidden.
What? How many players are on the Yankees ball club?
25.
What else is 21? Blackjack.
It's a club.
It's a wild goose chase is what it is.
Kathy's mind tricked her into initiating this wild goose chase, but what compelled her to commit to it for so many months? Heartbreak is far more insidious than we realize.
I had resigned myself to like losing my purse and sending my Jen, our producer, and my assistant on like a wild goose chase to obtain me some kind of ID, which I don't even know how I'd begin to do that. And then I get a call from like a weird number, and I pick it up, and I'm like, yes.
I'll just have the real postulator make me another.
Huh? What do you mean, the real?
Ah, that's right. Your friends are on a wild goose chase, and only I know the real culprit.
The FBI has an aerial lock on their location.
Gillian won't just let himself be followed.
What are you getting at, honey?
He's leading you guys on a wild goose chase.
Like that shell game he played with those FBI guys in Staten Island?
Yes, exactly, that's it.
What is it?
I wanted to belong to Kid Power for so long. I was afraid you'd kick me out on my first day for eating your secret cereal.
Why don't we kick you out on your second day instead for sending us on this wild goose chase?
It's not a wild goose chase. It's not. They're going to change the direction of the St. Lawrence.
Submarine.
So, it's on the southern coast the drama's to be played. The fox is out of his hole at last. Meade has led us to the voice of terror. Gentlemen, we must set out at once.
Are you mad?
What sort of a wild goose chase are you suggesting?
It's ridiculous.
It's time to put a stop to this.
If this isn't the craziest, the battiest, the looniest wild goose chase I ever heard of.
Oh, shut up, Bert. Sourpuss is right.
Yeah, well, if he is, I'm a banana split.
That man is going to be...
Just going out to look for you.
Look for me what for? Suppose you don't think I know my way about? Well, you're right, I don't. Blast all practical jokers anyhow. Know where I've been?
On a wild goose chase.
Exactly.
Mr. Stanley, may I inquire where the idea originated for this wild goose chase of yours into Africa?
It was Bennett's idea. I think he got it from the London Globe.
I thought so.
It was never out of his possession.
Then why?
Don't you see what he accomplished with a single eye? He's had us all on a wild goose chase searching for something that was never lost. That's why those rooms weren't disturbed. There was nothing to look for.
But if he has...
I think you've invented some tall tale that sent Walcott and the rest of his men on a wild goose chase, huh?
Yeah.
How soon do you think they ought to get...
And from the looks of it, a very bad one. Well, I think we're on a wild goose chase. Doesn't look as if they're going to live.
We didn't expect you here with the wagons this quick.
He's just been leading us on a wild goose chase.
I can't figure it. Unless they saw us make the switch with the women.
Well...
You couldn't convince me to go with you on that wild goose chase for all the gold in Mexico. And you, don't you try to convince me.
Who's trying to convince you?
Been in any fight? You don't get me out of here in no wild goose chase either. I'm staying right here to guard this money.
Well, I'm just a witless old blockhead to bring you all the way out here on a wild goose chase.
Seagull, now kill it.
and then they'll hang it. And what it does is scare the other birds away. Yeah, it's illegal. Scumbags.
Dave sent me on a wild goose chase. I lost my anchor, can't catch a fish. So far, this George's Bank trip has been nothing but